I don't know if it was the game or the heat, and I think it was probably a little of both. Just incredibly proud. I really think we would have blown them out if we'd have made some open shots, from the arc. We're so good when we touch the paint. But as much as anything, I'm just proud of how we defended. We just really dialed into the game plan once again. When Danielle Robinson takes more shots than Sylvia fouls, we've done our job defensively. She got a couple of easy ones, but when you make them play out of system and they can't play to fouls and Odyssey, then you see the result. And I think when you look at, even though Tiffany Hayes had a not very good offensive game, you had two really good defenders guarding each other in that game with Sims and Hayes. I thought she got some open threes that she missed. But I just continue to think Tiffany Hayes is the best defensive two-guard in this league, hands down. And you see, her latest victim was Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims didn't get loose all night. When you have the ability to bring in Bentley off the bench, to kind of continue to harass her. I thought our on-ball defense was so good. Sylvia just never came clean to the rim. We're just Talbot, after lighting us up there a week ago, to only make one shot on a pretty good contest on an offensive rebound, I think. We just were so dialed in defensively, and from an execution standpoint, I thought we did a lot of things right, except sometimes make open shots, and we made enough to win. Bentley, made another big three to kind of push the lead out. She also made a pull-up, so she made some really, really big plays late. And then Elizabeth, dang, what a warrior. She's been so, so good the last 5 or 6 games. Her motor has been running really, really high, and so just proud of them.
You've been coaching Elizabeth 2 years. Does she feel a certain way when she has to go against some fouls or grind or something like that?
I wish I knew. Elizabeth is so, she's not a super emotional kid. She's easy to coach because she's engaged. She wants to get better. She's not someone that, even though we gave her a max salary going into this year, she's not someone that takes that for granted. She's there and gets extra work every day. She wants to continue to develop her game, extend her range. I just think she's a competitor, and I think when she gets into it, I think when she
coming. She has 10 good games and it goes to her head.
We were just talking about you, E. We need another chair. Yeah, I just think our motor just is running so high right now, and I thought she finished and probably could have had a couple and ones today even. So, just continues to figure out when and how to score in our offense. We start slow, but our game plan was to put fouls in as many ball screens as we could. And once again, that wears on E's legs because she's got to run from one ball screen to another. But when you get to shoot a layup at the end of it, it's not as bad.
Talk about how it meant to go wire to wire to win this victory.
Felt like most of our games last year until we kind of got it rolling, right? We were in close games all of last year, but we got to play from the lead. We never, even when they made their run at us, we never relinquished the lead. Even staying up, it was 43-42, and we just didn't give up the lead. And this team knows how to play with a lead. They did all last year. They weren't huge leads, but they make big plays late. And sometimes it's a little easier to make those plays late when you got a one-possession lead rather than you need that shot to tie it or you need that shot to get you within one possession. So, I think it's a comfort zone for us, quite frankly.
Neither of you really shot well this game. What does it
Understatement, right?
What does it really say about your team, though, to just want to grind out a game like this?
That's who we were. It's who we have to be, And then, if you can't appreciate how hard they played, then you shouldn't watch women's basketball. Because to me, that's about as hard as a team can play. And I think Minnesota played really hard too, so that's respect to both teams, quite frankly. But the message is always with me, when we play that hard, when we start to make shots, we become really fun to watch. But if you can't appreciate it, grind it out, that's we're probably not the team for you, because we've got to do that sometimes. And I'm comfortable coaching in that game, and these guys know how to win in those kind of games. So do we like to score 100 points? Absolutely. If 4 or 5 of those threes had fallen, we'd have been right where we kind of needed to be. Some of them were rushed at the end of the shot clock, but we got a lot of really good open shots that I just have a belief that we're gonna make, you know, that we're gonna take and we're gonna make.
This question is for Elizabeth. You had 13 points in the first half. 22 of your guys' points were in the paint. How difficult is it to go against a player like Sylvia Fowles and also score so efficiently?
Yeah, I mean, Syl's big, and she knows how to block shots, so I just try to get into her body, especially early, and get her moving. Like Coach said, we want to get her in some ball screens, so I just try to use my athleticism in there. And we also did a good job of passing post to post, and so we were able to get some easy shots that way.
Liz, I think, I know you're very humble, but when you go against centers like this, you feel like you get the respect as one of the best centers in the league, because every game you play against, I've seen you for your last 3 years, you've been battling, you've been an all-star. You feel like you get the respect when you go against centers like this.
I mean, I would say yeah. I think the centers that I play, they know like I'm gonna battle, and being a smaller center, I can get away with a lot more and using my body, and I'll still block their shot. I don't care how big you are. So.
Big facts.
Someone asked Renee a question,
I'm about to say,
jeez.
Renee, y'all, looks like on defense, y'all getting to y'all spots quicker and getting there, and there's you got a lot of steals towards the end. What is that about? What's been different about the approach on defense these last few weeks?
We're flying around more. It's not like she didn't really change the game plan defensively in the sense that we should have been doing that in the beginning. So I was just telling our teammates, like, we're starting to feel like us. You can feel it when you're connected. You can feel it when you're flying around and somebody might have drove by you, but my teammate picked up my man. I'm going to go get hers. You can just feel that as a player and as a team. You can feel when everybody's on the same page and connected. And we feel it. And we know this is what we need to do, because honestly, we're not like the offensive juggernaut. Like, we're not going to ever be like that team that we're just going to do and just score on you. We have to use our defense to create our offense sometimes. And today it was everybody, top to bottom, was flying around. Okay, we love y'all. Okay.